Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, just looking around again, welcome on behalf of the family, and it's great to see, but also a little bit daunting to realise your mother can pull a bigger crowd to a party than you can. I think I need to have a good hard look at myself. I just thought, as part of the 60s, just a quick, I guess, history of Mum, and I learned some things today which in the last couple of days, asking around the family, some things that I didn't really know. So just a quick rundown on how she got to be here today. So I can give you a birthday because everyone knows you are 60. Born on the 27th of the 2nd, 1948. Geraldine Mary White. She was the eldest of 7 children. And I think how you're born into a family can often dictate the role that you play in. And just talking to, over the years and some of the other kids as well, the role that she played immediately was that of really helping raise the kids. Very, very responsible. Back in the day, when I guess we're in a working class family, when there wasn't a lot of money to go around, that she did a lot of the things and helped them out. I think Maureen said she was changing nappies at the age of 4, so she did a lot of things to really help raise the other kids as well. And Maureen also told me a story that just this morning actually, that I think Mum would have been 7, Maureen would have been 5, and Gary Stevens, similar, same age too, that after school she picked the 2 up and took them on a train all the way from Dandenong, which back those days was a very long way, all the way into the city. So given that sort of responsibility at 7 shows just how capable she was at a very early age.
Got lost when we got there. Didn't know the Spencer Street or Flinders Street.
Oh, you got there. The schools she did up to Year 10 at O'Neill College and did her matriculation at Windsor. Please correct me if I'm wrong with any of these. And then back to O'Neill to complete a teacher certificate. Now, it puts it into perspective how well she did, because not only did she complete this, but she skipped grades 1 and grade 6, and also did her 2-year teaching certificate within 1 year. So she was a qualified teacher at 17 years of age. So that, on top of all the things she was doing in the family, is a pretty magnificent effort. So those early traits, I think, the values that you brought up with when you're young, the early traits you show are often the ones that you display for the rest of your life. And some of the things that came out, I think, were sort of the dedication, the giving to others that she did with her family, and her loyalty to her family. And they were very evident, have been very evident ever since. During her teaching, she also did a missionary in New Guinea, and that would be a massive thing, because I don't think I'd even go there today. In 1974, she was married, and the highlight of her life in 1975 was the birth of myself. She tried in vain with the next 3, but not a bad effort, but not quite up to scratch. So with that dedication she showed in her early years, she really put those into her family as well. And it was a very, I look back on it now and how selfless she was, all the things that we did through her home life. Every after school there'd be afternoon tea, as well as everything was done for us. We had a couple of shops where she did all the work during the day, and then would work Thursday nights on the weekends as well, managed to fit those in as well. And I don't think I know of any other kids who did as much sport as we did. I played 2 games of basketball, football, tennis. Jay played basketball, tennis, not very well, but we tried. Elise did calisthenics, Dennis did dancing as well as basketball. Elise did rep basketball, which required commitment on Fridays and Sundays. So I really don't know how she fit it in, because I'm tired thinking about it. And I went to school in the city, and my memories of going to school at 6:50 every morning. I could hear the footsteps come up the hallway, the lights would go on, it'd be out of bed you come, and there'd be fresh orange juice on the table, my shirt would be ironed, my shoes would be polished, and that was just for me, and she did those for the other kids as well. So it's a pretty magnificent effort. So some of the traits that also made us laugh over the years. So I've talked about the traits that as a teacher she showed within her family, but she's also showed them in some pretty funny other ways as well. And we all know teachers are always in charge, aren't they? They always like to tell people what to do and that sort of stuff. There's 3 of them. Sorry if I'm offending anyone. But for example, I was watching TV one evening, and it would have been probably 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and in the midst of watching a show, and in she comes, TV off, looks at me and says, "You've had enough TV for tonight, young man, I think you should do some reading." Which was fine, but I was 27 years old. And teachers, I think, always trying to educate as well, and An example, I think I might have been about 8 or 9 years of age, and Elise was annoying me doing something, as 3-year-olds do, and I called her a 4-letter word, which I actually had no idea what it was. I knew it was wrong, and it wasn't too good, but I had no idea what it was. And she said, "What did you say?" And I said, I don't know. She goes, "Do you know what that means?" And I said, "No." She goes, "Well, get the dictionary and look it up." And then the other trait I think we teachers generally show is that they're always right, they're never wrong. And when I'd started playing football and I went on a footy trip to Tasmania, and me and my best friend Adam decided we'd play a joke on our mothers by getting fake tattoos on our back. So I had this scorpion put onto my shoulder blade, and I thought I'd ease into it. So I came back home and got out of the shower, and I made sure I sort of strutted past Mum so she could get a bit of a look at it. And she went, "Oh, what is that?" I said, "What do you mean?" She went, "That tattoo." I said, "Oh, yeah, I know, it's got on the weekend, I'm sorry, it's really drunk." "You stupid boy, you're going to get sick, they don't clean the needles. Oh, I can't believe you're so stupid." So a couple of days later, it started wearing off. As I got out of the shower, and she looked at me, she goes, "Is that fake, is it?" She goes, "Oh, I knew it was all along." But all in all, we've had a very lucky life so far, and she's done an amazing job to combine raising kids, doing a lot of it on her own, and with all that extra time now, you can see the amount of friends she's been able to make and the activities she gets up to, and it's a credit to her and everything she's done. We're very proud, and on behalf of everyone in the room, we'd like to wish you a happy 60th.